Students, welcome to this video for the subject of auditing. In this video, we are going to talk about the topic of internal control. Now, in order to make internal control effective in any kind of business organization, there are a couple of principles that should be kept in mind. The very first principle is accounting for the assets, which means that the work physically utilizing any kind of asset, it should be separated from the work of accounting for the same. In order to ensure that all the internal control system is very effective, the accounting of assets should be done very carefully. Second is that there has to be an appropriate division of work. Now, the division of work between the employees or between the different people who are working in the organization, it should be in such a manner that whatever work one employee has performed, it gets automatically checked by another. And in brief, if I say, then we are actually trying to say here that internal control includes a mechanism of internal check as well. Now, for an organization, it is the management which decides that how the internal control system is to be structured and how it is to be executed. But still, there can be different forms of internal control in different organizations. So, for example, the first form could be cash control. So, there are specific tasks relating to cash, like receiving cash, payment of cash, and maintaining the cash balance. All these three tasks are certainly very crucial, and it is necessary that all the employees should have clear instructions with regards to the dealing with cash. Now, how cash control can be executed? So, under the internal control system, when we talk about cash control, so all the employees who are dealing with cash, they should be given proper written orders that how they have to deal with cash so that there is no situation of any kind of embezzlement in the organization. Another form is general financial control. Now, when we talk about internal control, so one of the crucial parts of internal control is general financial control. It includes the system of maintaining the accounts and along with that efficient control of employees, cordial relation with the employees, etc. And a system of financial control is certainly necessary for all the organizations, whether it is a small organization or it is a large organization. Another form of internal control is that there has to be a control regarding the trade transactions. When we talk about trade transactions, so we say the sale and purchase. So it should be clearly specified that what steps have to be undertaken for placing any order or what steps have to be undertaken for dispatching any goods so that there is no replication of work and there is no mistake on the part of the employees. So when we talk about control regarding trade transactions, so even all the documents that are relating to the sales and purchase, it should be specified that which person will be responsible for maintaining the documents, which person will be responsible for maintaining the accounts, and how this entire system should be accounted for. So there should be clear definition of responsibility, that which employee will be responsible for recording which kind of transaction, which kind of trade transaction specifically. Then another form of control is regarding the employee's remuneration. Now, when we talk about an organization, all the employees are somewhere looking forward and they're working for some remuneration from the company. Now, when it comes to the payment of salaries to the employees or wages to the laborers, there may be a possibility that even a slight variation or a slight mistake might lead to a lot of losses for the company. So there should be a proper system that has clear regulations and efficient techniques in relation to this particular task. Special orders, for example, relating to the increase in salaries or wages or any deductions or recovery of advances, they should be clearly mentioned and should be strictly adhered to by all the employees. Another form of internal control is control regarding fixed assets. Now, The majority of the capital in the companies is usually invested in fixed assets. So such assets are usually very expensive, and of course there is a greater chance that in case there is any kind of mistake while recording the transactions for the fixed assets, or any such related transactions, maybe intentionally or unintentionally, it might lead to great damage for the organization. So it is very important that adequate control should be implemented, that who is responsible for receiving any kind of fixed assets, who is responsible for maintaining a proper system of accounts for recording any transaction relating to fixed assets, for example regarding any repairs or making any provisions for depreciation and so on. Another form of internal control is control regarding investment. So when we talk about investments, that whether the company has made some investments in, for example, any kind of securities, be it any kind of shares, be it in any kinds of debentures of other companies, or be it in any other form of investment, these decisions, they generally lie with the owners of the organization. So the owners need to ensure that they have some people specifically responsible who ensure that whatever transactions are recorded with regards to the investment, they are done effectively and efficiently. Another form of internal control is that there is a control regarding stock. Now, when we talk of stock, it includes, of course, the raw material, the work in progress, as well as the finished goods. So in relation to the stock, the control system will differ from the type of organization. Now, a manufacturing concern will have a different kind of stock. A trading concern will have different kinds of stock available. So an appropriate control system should be ensured so that there is no scope of any kind of fraud, specifically with regards to the stock in. So thank you everyone for being so patient, and please stay tuned for more upcoming videos.